is going on, guys? It's your boy Dylan Villain, and we're coming back at you once again with some more Total Extreme Wrestling. It is Sunday, week 1 of October 1997. This is Sunday Night Heat. We're in front of 4,000 people, and let's go ahead and get on with the pre-show. And a pre-show match, an abysmal pre-show match. Steve Corino defeats Tajiri in 13:28 by pinfall after a Northern Light suplex. The match got a 29. Could have did better. Tajiri with a 22, and Steve Corino with a 30. Tajiri being one of the new members of the ECW roster. It looks like he still needs time in developmental, and we're going to send him back to ECW to get better at his craft, to gain more pop. As you see, Rick Rude has debuted his Ravishing gimmick, and it got great. Rick Rude is now our new color commentator for Sunday Night Heat. Tajiri and Steve Corino does not click, and it showed in their performance, which is terrible news. Announcing and color commentary gave the match a boost. And Steve Corino's manager, Jim Cornette, did some good work at ringside. We are going to move on to our next matchup, which is our opening contest, which is, in a poor match, Ultimo Dragon defeats Brian Lawler in 12:53 by pinfall. The match got a 69. Nice. Brian Lawler, the Prince Brian Lawler, got a 51, and Ultimo Dragon with a 77. The match got a 69. Not a bad little opening contest here for Sunday Night Heat. We move on to the next segment, which is the Dudley Boys, who are the new tag team champions at Unforgiven. And they're backstage, and they see Astus comes up. And Astus goes, well, you know how it goes. You got lucky at Unforgiven. Billy Gunn talking. He says, you got lucky at Unforgiven. And me and Goldie's here has been talking, and we kind of want a rematch for our tag team titles. And Bubba starts, he looks at Devon and he laughs, you know, in a very, very sarcastic laugh, you know, like a, ha ha ha, oh, ha ha ha. You hear this guy? You hear this guy? No, it's not going to happen. And Billy Gunn's like, what do you mean it doesn't happen? We have a right to a rematch. And Bubba's just like, well, you see, that's the thing, right? You lost your match at Unforgiven, so that puts you at the back of the line. And I don't think that you and your little freak here deserve to have a title shot once again. You know, we have bigger and better things to take care of. And he goes, if y'all want a title shot, y'all gonna have to earn it. And Billy Gunn's just like, oh, we're gonna earn it, all right. I'll earn it by whooping your ass right here, right now. And Bubba's just like, whoa, 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 calm down, calm down. You don't have to be all violent, man. You don't have to be a bully. He goes, I'll tell you what. He goes, there's another tag team that's looking to get a shot at our championships from what we've been told. And we think it's only fair that we give them an opportunity also. So tonight, sorry, I had to look at the main event. I done forgot the main event. Basically, the Dudleys say there's another tag team who's looking to take them on. And if Astus wants an opportunity tonight, they would have to beat the mystery tag team. And the Astus agrees to the matchup for the #1 contendership. In this match, we see Ken Shamrock taking on Sean Stasiak. Stasiak with a 35 and Shamrock with an 80. The match got a 57. This advances a Heat exclusive storyline called The Era of Death, and Ken Shamrock comes out looking pretty good. And after the match, it's Dutch Mantel and Dr. Death, Steve Williams. They come through the crowd, and they attack Ken Shamrock as Dutch Mantel is screaming, in Shamrock, put an end to Shamrock. Show them why they call you Dr. Death. And Dr. Death, Steve Williams, does an Oklahoma slam, and then Dutch Mantel tells him to pick him back up, and he does another Oklahoma slam as Ken Shamrock lays in the middle of the ring out for the count as Steve Williams stands over him, all big and mighty. We move on to the next segment, which is an interview, which advances a Heat exclusive storyline called Sexy Lady. Double J is getting interviewed, and Doc Hendricks is, well, Jeff, you picked up a big win at Unforgiven. You're now the new European champion. You picked up a big win at the pay-per-view. This is set to be a title defense here tonight against Merc Mero. Jeff Jarrett looks at him and goes, Merc Mero? Really? That's the best that y'all can do? Y'all can't put me on Monday Night Raw? Y'all can't put me on the brand new show SmackDown? I'm relegated to Sunday Night Heat to defend my European Championship? He goes, this title means something. This title is a stepping stone to bigger and greater things. And here they have me on Sunday Night Heat defending my championship, not even in the main event. He goes, I got to play second fiddle to a team called Ass Dust? And you got me defending against a nobody like Merc Mero? And at this time, Merc Mero comes up. And he goes, who you call a nobody? Huh? Who you call a nobody, huh? And Jeff kind of just stands there and he, whoa, you know, like, hey. Merc Mero's just like, no, forget this. I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of people like you, right? I'm sick and tired of people like management and people like you who's constantly putting me down. Yeah, I haven't won a couple matches here lately, but that's not my fault. And Jeff Jarrett's like, yeah? Well, whose fault is it, huh? You're the one who gets the three, you know, you're the one who gets beat. And he goes, it's my beautiful wife Sable's fault. If it wasn't for her, then all these male fans Googling her and drooling all over her, and me having to protect her from rabid fans, and she drawing my attention because of all these fans. And he's like, and then I'll win matches. And Jeff Jarrett's like, buddy, blame it on whoever you want to, right? Because everybody knows that I'm the chosen one here in the World Wrestling Federation. The only reason I came back to the World Wrestling Federation is to win the WWF Championship and prove why I'm one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. And he goes, you think you can beat me here tonight? Then good luck to you. Because I know, and everybody in this arena knows, and everybody sitting at home watching right now knows that you're going to lose this matchup. Merc Mero's like, come on, Sable. And he kind of like pulls her arm and she's like, hey, like, not so rough. And she kind of jerks her arm away and she fixes her dress and she walks off with him and stuff like that. This advances the Sexy Lady storyline. Double J and Jeff Jarrett did phenomenal cutting a promo. Good freaking job, Double J. Announcing color commentary gave the match a boost. Jeff Jarrett with a 96 promo. I gave that mic just to Jeff Jarrett, and he did out freaking standing. I'm pretty sure I did sex appeal for Sable and Deborah also, so that might have been a big thing. No, not really. Okay. We move on to that match. And of course, Double J Jeff Jarrett defeats Merc Mero by submission with a figure 4 leg drop. Jeff Jarrett makes defense number 2. The match got a 77. Not bad. I wasn't expecting anything outstanding. Double J Jeff Jarrett with an 80. And Merc Mero with a 55. The Sexy Lady storyline advances. And Double J and Deborah have pretty good chemistry together. And Sable did some good ring work. During the match, Merc Mero, one of the fans are like, you know, they have their little disposable camera, and Sable's like taking pictures with the fans at ringside, and it distracts Merc Mero. Merc Mero gets mad. He yanks the camera and he breaks the camera and throws it down and steps on it and everything like that. He's, you know, he's like grabbing Sable and he's telling her to go to the back. Goes to the back, And she's like, no, 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 no. And the ref's counting, and Double J's like, getting the hell in the ring. He climbs out there. He whacks Marc Mero. He throws Marc Mero back into the ring and stuff like that. And Sable ends up costing Marc Mero the match. And after the match, after the match, I was not expecting this to go over too good. But after the match, Marc Mero, we go to commercial and we come back, and Marc Mero's in the back, and he's like screaming at Sable and yelling, and he's just like, "It's your fault. It's your fault that I keep losing. If it wasn't for you, Vince McMahon should have never gave you a WWF contract to be my manager. You should be at home. You should be at home, taking care of the house, bathing, making me children. That's where you should be." And Scott Steiner, he walks up and he's like, "Hey!" He's like, "Nobody, when Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner's around, nobody is going to be yelling at a beautiful woman when the big bad booty daddy is around. And the only person who should be screaming and yelling is her when I'm giving her my little Steiner." And Marc Mero's just like, "Excuse me? What the hell did you just say? That's my wife, buddy. What are you trying to imply here?" And Scott Steiner goes, "You know what I'm trying to imply, Jack?" He goes, "You're jealous because everybody wants a piece, but nobody can get a slice of that pie, if you know what I'm saying. But if anybody can get a piece of that pie, it's the big bad booty daddy, Scott Steiner. Because after I beat you and lay you in the middle of the ring screaming in pain, I'm going to take her back to my hotel room and I'm going to make her scream my name." And Marc Mero's like, "Oh yeah, that's real funny. You can run." And he punches him, right? He punches Scott Steiner and they start brawling. And Sable's like, "Stop, stop, stop." And security comes up and they break him up and everything like that. And Marc Mero, like as he's screaming, like he sucker punched Scott. And Scott's kind of like, "Oh yeah, you got a good one on me, you know. You got a good one." And Marc Mero's like, the security's like holding back Marc Mero, and he's just like, "I'm gonna meet you next week on Heat, buddy. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass." You know, and like they're bleeping it out and everything, and he's like, "I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh, you decide your death warrant, Steiner. I'm gonna kill you." And this segment got an 85. It advances the sexy lady storyline and it loses heat. Scott Steiner did poor improvising. He's not very good on the mic, but hey, he's a hit and miss when it comes to mic. Maybe if he did some more math problems, he would have probably got a bigger pop. But you know, he didn't do good on the mic this time. The segment got an 85. Not bad little thing. And I think it's our main event, which is no, it is not. It is not our main event. We see a promo. We go to a video package. I'm sorry, not a promo. We go to a video package, and it's Kurt Angle. And he's like walking around the arena in Atlanta to where that he won his gold medal. And like it's Kurt Angle doing like a voiceover, like Kurt Angle walking around, and he goes, "Intensity, integrity, and intelligence. Those are the three things that got me my gold medal. My dedication and hard work, and me always coming back from an injury better than ever. I am a machine. I am the wrestling machine. Why? In the World Wrestling Federation, there's nobody better than me. I'm looking to come back on Monday Night Raw and prove why I am the best wrestler in the world today. That not only did I win a gold medal with a broken neck in Olympic freestyle wrestling, but I will become the World Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight Champion. And I will be the man who won that championship the fastest out of anybody in history. Because when I'm down and out, I get back up. And when I get knocked down again, I get up again. Because no matter what happens to me, you're never going to knock me down. And come Monday Night Raw, I don't care who my opponent is. Y'all are all going to find out why Kurt Angle is your Olympic hero. Segment got a 96. Kurt Angle doing a promo saying that he will be on Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. It's just the return of Kurt Angle. He got hurt at a house show, and he is now 100%. He's ready to come back. He is ready to go. We move on to our next segment, which is our main event. As Dust hits the ring, and they're waiting. You know, they're waiting for their tag team, and we hear, "Oh, what a rush!" And it is the Legion of Doom. Sorry about the earlier promo, guys. It is the Legion of Doom in a decent match. As Dust defeats the Legion of Doom with Billy Gunn pinned Road Warrior Animal with a Fame Asser. In terms of in-ring work, Goldust was head and shoulders above everybody else. Goldust is super popular. He got an 80. Billy Gunn with a 55. Road Warrior Hawk with a 71. And Road Warrior Animal with a 63. The match got a 72. Not a bad main event. For Sunday Night Heat, the As Dust storyline advances but loses heat. The Road Warriors have excellent chemistry keeping together. They also have the tag team specialist bonus. Goldust and China have pretty good chemistry, and Goldust benefited from having crowd support. We move on to our next segment, and after the match, the Dudleys come out, not Team 3D. I've been watching some old school TNA. I apologize for that, but the Dudleys come out, and they attack. Once again, they attack As Dust and put China through a table, getting the heat. And they put all three members through a table. And Team 3D stands above them. As the show goes off the air, its show got a 76. 84, not bad. Yeah, I don't know why I stumbled at the Dudleys and As Dust promo. They were supposed to go one-on-one with the mystery opponent, and I completely forgot who they were going against. I thought it was Edge and Christian, but that is not the case. That is not the case. So we're going to go ahead and finish the show. Silver King. He was a pretty good wrestler. From my memory of Silver King, he was in WCW, if I'm not mistaken, for a little while. As part of LWO, and he was pretty good. He was a pretty good in-ring talent. I haven't watched a lot of CMLL, but every now and then I get to catch AAA and everything like that. And speaking of AAA, new champion of AAA, she wins, I guess, their equivalent of the women's title for the first time. Sunday Night Heat, JWP. Let's see if anything. Jimmy Snuka retires. And does WCW have a show tonight? No, they do not. Well, guys, that has been Sunday Night Heat. Sorry it wasn't entertaining. I messed up big time. I'm going to be beating myself up for that one big time. I apologize for that. If you're new to the channel, please go back and watch other episodes because they're amazing. That playlist is right here. But if you are new to the channel and you want to subscribe, the subscribe icon will be over the Sunday Night Heat logo. And the Unforgiven pay-per-view will be in the right-hand side corner right here. So you can go back and watch that pay-per-view and catch up and do all that good stuff. My name's Dylan the Villain, guys. And like we always say here at Pro-Am Gaming, if you can't play with each other, do what I'm doing right now and play with yourself. And we will see y'all on Monday Night Raw.